What up, guys? Today we got a question from Shawn, who has been recently offered a coaching opportunity from his coach, but he's apprehensive to take it because he's worried that this coaching situation will essentially rob the passion of his jiu-jitsu from him, and he doesn't want that to happen. He doesn't want jiu-jitsu to turn into a job, right? So it's a long question, but basically he says that his coach recently offered him a situation where he could coach one day a week, and he says that, he's apprehensive about doing it, as I said. And so he sends me the message like, how do you do jiu-jitsu and coach jiu-jitsu, but you don't turn it into work, you don't turn it into a job, you don't let it burn you out? And so that's his question. How do you coach jiu-jitsu and not let it burn you out? So, brother, thank you for the question. So this comes up a lot. I've been asked this numerous times. And again, I'm someone that's been teaching jiu-jitsu full-time since 2010. It's all I've done as a job since 2010. And I love it. I enjoy doing it. And I get excited to do it. It still brings me a lot of happiness and fulfillment, all that good stuff. So how did I do that? Well, there's a number of different reasons, but one of the big ones that I will share with you is to understand what your motivations are for doing it, right? So if you look at human motivation, from what I've read and from what I've experienced, we're all a little different, but from what I've read and what I've experienced, I know this to be true. When you think of human motivation, you have to understand the internal and external, intrinsic, extrinsic rewards that are there, right? So when you think about jobs in the sense of work, soul-sucking work that you hate doing, jobs you've hated doing, what made it that kind of thing? Well, it was that way because the only reason that you were doing it was for the external reward, the extrinsic reward of a paycheck. If you were not being paid, you would have not done the thing, correct? You were only doing it for the money, which makes it a passionless, soul-sucking thing. On the flip side, with your jiu-jitsu, do you get paid money to do jiu-jitsu? I doubt it. You probably pay money to go there. So it's something that you're doing for some internal reason. You maybe don't even know why. Maybe you do. I don't know. But a lot of people do jiu-jitsu for reasons that aren't easy to quantify as far as external stuff. You can't say, well, it's just because of losing weight or learning technique. It's all these different things that we get into it about, isn't it? And so you have an internal drive to do it. And honestly, that's like the secret code. If you want to think about like the code that like the cheat code for jiu-jitsu, that's it. If you can learn how to find an internal drive to do it, something that gets you up and makes you excited to do it no matter what, no matter how bad you lose at the tournament, no matter how bad you get your face smashed on the mat, doesn't matter. If you have an internal drive to do it, you will keep doing it. You will endure injuries, money, whatever. You'll figure out a way to do it. So understand that. That's the big difference. So here's the question to ask yourself. With this coaching gig, would you do, and you might be doing it for free, I don't know, I did mine originally for free, but maybe you're not, maybe your coach is paying you, whatever, but ask yourself that question. Would you do this in absence of any external reward? Would you do this simply to do it because you enjoy coaching, you enjoy teaching people, you enjoy being on the mats, trying to learn your jiu-jitsu even better? Because if you start teaching, your jiu-jitsu will get better, I promise you that. But is this something that you would do for no money, for no external reward, for no pat on the back, no attaboys? If the answer is yes, you're good. Because again, this isn't going to become something that's soul-sucking to you because you didn't get into it for an external reason. You got into it because, well, your coach asked you and you're like, I kind of like doing this anyway. Now, on the other hand, if you're like, I want nothing to do with this. I don't like coaching people. I don't like teaching people. It's miserable. And the only reason I do it is because of something your coach is going to give you. Well, then that might be a bit more cause for concern. And that might make your jiu-jitsu more soul-sucking because you're going to look at that day every day of the week where you got to teach on Friday or whatever day it is. And you're going to look at it going, oh my God, I got to teach today. I hate this. So think about it that way. Ask yourself that question. And then from there, you can work with your coach to structure it in a way where it's an enjoyable experience to you. You can teach things that you enjoy doing, structure the training so that it's beneficial to you and the students. And there's lots of different ways you can do that. You asked for more specific tips. If you want to, you can join my newsletter that I have for coaches and gym owners. It comes out weekly. I talk about different things like this for coaching. But again, one of the basic ideas that you can just think about is just structuring the training so that it's something you enjoy doing. If you don't enjoy teaching the class, probably the people in the gym aren't going to enjoy being there. So you should make something fun and enjoyable that you like, that then they're going to like being there for, right? That's another idea to chew on. So those are two things to consider, man. Ask yourself the question as to whether or not you would do it regardless of any reward and make it something you like if you decide to start coaching. And that's just a couple of basic ways to think about it. And again, I've been doing this for a long time. There's a number of different things I've done to structure the training so that I don't find it soul-sucking or passionless. And I've been pretty successful at it. So hopefully those ideas are useful to you. I'll talk to you guys next time.